Hey Pisces, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Pisces. Happy day. We just entered Taurus season. So, I'm really liking this because I think it's going to kind of help ground out some of the emotions, some of the feeling that has been so prevalent lately. It's been a lot, right? We've had this cluster of planets in Pisces, and you being a water sign can definitely navigate those waves of emotion a lot easier, but it doesn't take away the fact that it's been very overwhelming, and it's been overwhelming for the collective as a whole. That's why we're seeing people behave so fun now, just kind of erratically, a little crazy. Like, it's actually, I was laughing the other day. I mean, not maybe in bad humor, but like, just some of the stuff I was coming across on the news and social media and all this stuff. I'm just like, people are like wilding out right now. There's a lot going on. And I think it's in part because it's hard to control. It's hard to control when we're feeling overwhelmed or we go down that proverbial K-hole, etc. And so that's why it's so important to find ways to ground, stabilize our energy. I'm a huge proponent. Self-love, self-care is going to give us the strongest foundation. But that's kind of hard to do. Relationships dynamics are being highlighted, i.e. what is working with us, for us, what wants to engage in reciprocity, and the things that are just being selfish, manipulative, controlling, etc. It's hard to turn a blind eye to that stuff right now. And if we actually do, it can kind of work to our detriment, because with Pisces Pluto moving into Aquarius, we have an opportunity to set the stage, set the groundwork for a life of happiness and fulfillment, which we all deserve, right? That's why I like to start these readings out with an energy cleansing, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe, cleanse out any of that block limitation we might be coming into. It's also a really good time to set your own intention, Pisces, especially if you've come into this with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc. Or if you are just looking for more of a realignment of self, right? That alignment of your happiness, your fulfillment. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. Like I said, when we're operating from that platform of self-awareness, self-love, it's incredibly powerful, especially in regards to our success and what we can actually achieve in this life, regardless of what that means for you. It's like it brings us, aligns us with our happiness. I'll keep it as that before I go into some long tangent. But totally hit me up. I would be honored to help, love, support in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. All right, so I feel like, you've been feeling good lately. Your energy, as much as I do see, or it does come across as though you have some stuff that you're contending with, you feel empowered. You feel grounded. You feel very, in alignment with what that ultimate vision is, or where you're headed, or kind of just whatever goals you have in mind. I feel like you've had to kind of deal with someone, or it's showing you're dealing with someone who's constantly causing fires, even if they are these little bitty, what do I mean by fire? Like drama, chaos, like tension, difficulty. It's like someone who's kind of like kicking up the dirt, right? They're so bored with their life like that, or whatever. Maybe they don't have enough hobbies, enough things going on, or like maybe that is their hobby, right? Is just kind of creating some drama. And I feel like, 100%. This is like someone or something that you've kind of had to learn how to be a little bit more balanced. You're a water sign. Pisces energy can feel all the feels, right? That riding the waves, like I was talking about, of emotion. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Virgo is your opposite sign. But this is also about like taking care of yourself so that you can deal with those heightened waves. Because it does kind of, I don't know, someone is playing a poor me card. It does look like that. Like I said, I feel like someone was causing some unnecessary drama. It looks like a lot of this stuff is coming full circle. And here's the thing, I'm not sure that this person's situation is even really willing to admit it quite yet, because with the devil showing up in your environment this week, it does feel like, I don't know, you're just dealing with either someone's bad side, whether they are like intentionally projecting onto you, or they just know how to push your buttons. They just know how to rub salt in the wounds, i.e. those little fires that I was seeing. And I honestly, it's coming through that some of this is jealousy. 100%, because you've done this level of detachment from this person, from this situation, to your benefit. And I don't even see this as like you saying screw you or whatever. Like I said, your energy feels solid. Like you just feel like confident in self lately. And again, even though you're still dealing with some hubbub, you're good. And I feel like this is also Spirit telling you, continue to do so. Continue to take care of yourself this week, because someone is laying it on thick. They're laying it on thick and in a manipulative way, in a way that like in the past, I feel like it's been easy for you to kind of succumb or, right, like kind of, fall in line. Fall in line is what I'm hearing. Or like maybe you gave them this attention they were looking for, attention seeking. This is someone, I don't know, they're putting a lot of energy into partnership with you. This makes a lot of sense. And you're investing in yourself. And we're coming from Aries season, which is all about investing in self. But it can be a little bit difficult when someone wants you to focus on them. What I will say, no shade, take what resonates. Placements can be flip-flopped, etc. Just take it how it resonates, right? Don't read too much into it if it doesn't fit. But I definitely feel like someone's a little codependent in this, meaning they're looking to you to satisfy, to fulfill, to kind of, or like even come to their aid, right? Like you guys have a bond that can't be broken, and so you're responsible for like 50+% of their stuff, right? Which is really just not true in reality. And I think, honestly, I'm seeing this as like something you've been actively working to break away from, Pisces. And it's been successful. I think it's actually been really good for you. And I feel like this is, and like I said, this is something where you're not saying screw you to this person or situation. Like you're just trying to figure out how to do it all, how to juggle both things and make everybody happy. But it's kind of coming to this point where you're just like annoyed or pissed off, or someone is again making another fire and you're like, I don't really want to deal with this. It feels emotional. It feels, I don't know, something is having a problem. And it's their own problem. It's their own problem of insecurity. It's their own wanting you to make it okay. Excuse me. And here's the thing. It feels great to be needed, to be wanted, to be whatever in relationships, but we also have to know how to rest in our autonomy. And I don't know, like Pisces, I feel like you are pretty independent naturally as a sign. Like I do feel like you invest in relationships and in people, but if it is feeling a little bit overwhelming, you will take that step back. And I feel like you're doing that even more in this dynamic, but someone is making it hard for you. Someone's forcing their agenda. Someone wants you to comply. Someone wants you to be or to see it from their same way. And it's shifting. Things are shifting. The way things have played out, you're kind of like, maybe, but maybe not, right? Like, I don't know. I actually see you as being more of a strong grounding force in this dynamic. And then someone doesn't like it because it's like, you're not getting on their side, on their team. Like, it feels like someone needs you to corroborate something that feels a little bit ridiculous. Like, you're kind of sitting here like, I don't know, this seems like you're just reacting maybe a little bit too emotionally. We've had a lot of water element in the astrology lately. It's easy to focus on the things that aren't going right, and we're not seeing a lot of movement either in the things that are or in new opportunities to kind of get out of the tension. And so it makes things really confusing right now. But I feel like you're at this place where you can decide how much you want to feed into this. And maybe in a way that you just let this happen numerous times in the past, right? Like, and we're okay with it, but now not so much, right? Like, now what I was getting very beginning is like with that fire, it was seeming like you see through it. You actually see through it. And the only way you get taken on this roller coaster, you get roped is into something, is because of their issues, their drama, their ego, their whatever. And you're kind of seeing, again, this disconnect. Like, it's not adding up. What something is saying is not adding up. We're getting double confirmation on this devil. Like, someone using that as a platform to hustle the system, so to speak. And you're in a place where you've finally had a minute to take a step back. The way you've been orchestrating yourself, the way you've been empowering yourself, taking care of yourself, is giving you insight into, like, again, where that disconnect is playing. And you're not going after it anymore. But I think there is a little bit of nervousness of what mountain there is left to climb. I feel like whatever this person's situation that is devilish in your life is not letting up easy. There's a lot of unknowns on the horizon, a lot of what ifs, because if anything, it's like you've had these realizations, you've been investing in yourself, and now what? And, for whatever reason, there's not a lot of answers today, but it's teaching you something about what it means to kind of live in this, or how we live in this mirrored life way, right? What we think, what we feel about ourselves, what we deserve, etc., is going to be mirrored back to us in our environment. And there are places where we become too codependent, too entrenched in what other people think, what other people feel, their own agenda, their own wars to fight. And we don't always have to participate in that, right? Especially because it looks like you're in a really solid space of like investing into yourself. But I also see that something is making it difficult, doesn't like it. I feel like this has been a theme for you or for Cancer. I don't know. This feels like it's just like someone, I don't know if they know they're intentionally doing it, but that's how it comes across, right? Like intentionally holding you back or intentionally stirring the pot. Where did we see this? That Ace of Wands. Intentionally stirring the pot to kind of get something to come to a close, to get you to be on their side, on their team, in order to create that wedge, right? But something about all of this to you smells fishy. And as you've been, again, investing in yourself, taking care of yourself, the cracks are starting to come through. And now it's time to kind of like take it to the next step. I think Spirit's going to be revealing a lot to you this week, especially if you are choosing yourself first. Taking care of yourself first versus like listening to what someone is saying, and there is more to unfold. I know this is a little ambiguous of an ending, but I think sometimes that's part of the magic of life, right? Is not knowing how everything is going to be playing out, being open to the lessons that are coming our way. Really listen to your gut instincts, Pisces. That's huge right now. Neptune is in Aries, so empower yourself between what you're seeing, sensing, and feeling. All right, thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, just say hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.